Welcome to the All Things Fun Vidcast. I'm your host, Ed Evans. I'm here with my co-hosts, Allison Eckel and Glenn Walker.
Yo, what up?
Glenn Kinnock Walker. And we're going to talk about We're going to talk about new books that released today, Wednesday, the 20th of June. June 20th. All right. So let's get things rolling. There's a lot to cover. Don't waste too much time here. All right. So I'm going to get started. Just that there's no confusion.
We left you DC books.
Do
you want to do DC?
You can start with whatever you
like 4. But let's jump in. Let's get started here.
Believe it or not, it's more than I got.
Matter of fact, I'm going to... No.
It might be.
You know what I'm going to do?
I was here first today.
I'm changing it up. This is what we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Walking Dead number 99, Something to Fear, Part 3. The big lead up to Walking Dead 100. Amazing. A neat story, been simmering, comes to a head. Bad things are about to happen, of course, because that's how Walking Dead rolls. 99 is a perfect setup for issue 100. So in case you're wondering, here at All Things Fun, we've got an amazing deal for issue 100. Walking Dead 100 will come with a total possible 10 covers. Now,
What the what?
I know. But it's not as bad as the 1990s.
covers.
Collect them all.
Collect them all, kids. It's like Pokemon. That's right at Kirkman's mouth. But the first 8 covers are from various popular artists. Some amazing covers. Silvestri does one. McFarlane does an amazing one. And those are all $3.99. An oversized issue. And then there's a special chromium cover. Now that's a little bit like the 90s. Big heavy chromium stock. That's going to be a $10 book. And then there's $9.99 retail. And then there's a 1 in 200 rare variant. So for the few people who have that available for sale, there are all kinds of different prices. We, of course, will have it for $199.99.
Wow.
Yep. There's also a special deal if you want to get all of the 8 covers together. We sell them as a package. So you hit our website, allthingsfun.net, for pricing and information. Reserve your stuff. You don't want to be disappointed. They are going to be very hard to find.
You can collect them all.
Yes, you can. You can collect them all and get them all in one big batch. It's very cool. All right, so that's Walking Dead 99 out this week. July 11th will be Walking Dead 100. You can get all the covers. You can check that out. All right, guys, so who's got some independence? Who wants to go next? Or whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
If you're talking about multiple covers, I got Mars Attacks #1 from IDW. Or rather, like this.
That's very good.
Stop.
Anyone
we
who
want
knows-
to be your friends.
Well, anyone that knows anything about the origins of Mars Attacks, it was a card set, collectible card set in the 50s, early 60s.
Yep.
Well, IDW is presenting 58, 55.
A bunch.
A whole lot of card collector
Because
covers.
52 just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, so they've got a card, they've got a cover for every card that existed.
Wow.
This is also a neat little origin story of the aliens, why they're attacking Earth, and it's just great fun. Classic series, classic cards.
Is it
new
funny
comic.
like the movie, or is it a little more? Is it less tongue in cheek?
Less tongue in cheek.
Okay.
Yeah, the original was, yeah.
But this is very cool.
All right.
You got any indies?
I do. Speaking of multiple covers,
Huzzah!
I have Grimm Fairy Tales Angel One Shot that comes with your standard pinup cover, and it also comes with a photo cover.
Huzzah!
Ooh.
Some jailbait right there.
We love our friends at Cinescope.
Chilly. I'm sure she's legal or
Yeah,
barely legal is a
Yeah.
phrase.
Legal for what exactly? A learner's permit, maybe.
Oh,
So anyway, you got something else?
Wow.
as far as I'm concerned,
All
she's
right,
selling it.
Dads,
So.
keep that in mind.
Looking forward to that.
Yes, second helping edition. You got Space Cakes 2 of 5. This is Chew issue 27. I just can't do it justice in a few seconds. We have to talk about it here. So it's the return of Tony Chew in here. We see more of.
Sister?
Well, it's a story
Yeah.
that we've seen before. They jumped ahead at,
Yep.
what, issue 17 or 18?
That's correct. Yep.
And this is representing issue 27, which is where they jumped ahead to. But it also has extras, goodies. It's like Easter eggs, like a DVD all through it.
Yes, all through it, including the end. The neat case file, A View to a Pill, is included. All new content, and we go through Chew's backstory, and they give you a little extra. You find out what happens when he gets sick and he throws up. He gets the experience all over again. That's nice.
Would you say that's a good jumping on point?
It is. It is actually a good jumping on point for Chew if you ever want to try it out, because it does kind of lay out all the characters for you. Now, it is in the middle of a story, but it was presented that way the first time. You kind of jump right into the middle, didn't know what was going on. So it's actually it's a really good place to jump in. Absolutely. So check it out, 227. It's a great story, one of the best books you're not reading. Now's a good time to jump in.
Awesome.
You've got In the Land of Indy some other scary stuff. Alabaster Wolves 3 of 5 out this week. If you know about it, that's great. And if you don't, you got to check it out. I don't have the time to tell you about it here. There's a lot going on here. Alabaster Wolves.
Alabaster Wolves.
He says it 5 times fast.
It's fun to say.
You got
Like a
the
blaxploitation character.
a
Somehow,
little-
even though
little
Alabaster's white, I know. But
Samuel
it's just,
Jackson
it just
is
sounds like
Alabaster
Alabaster Wolves. Sounds
I
very
am
cool. I would
tired
watch
of
that.
all
movie.
these Alabaster
Oh,
Wolves
wow.
on this Alabaster.
Sorry. Go ahead. Anyway.
From the micro series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter continues. This is issue number 5. Let's see here. If you're following Darkness, part of the Top Cow Rebirth, Crack in Heaven, part 4. Darkness gets the award for being the hardest comic to find out what issue it is. Yeah, so here on the back.
Oh,
in the
we
corner,
haven't done the
It's
Marvels
on the
yet.
back.
little letters.
Yeah.
104.
Never
Yeah.
tries.
We
but
haven't done the
at least they're
Marvels
on the
yet.
It's like
front.
on page 26, third panel.
His stamp
What issue
somewhere.
it is. Yeah, they handwrite it. And in the world of Star Wars this week, you've got, let's see here, Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi Force Storm, issue 5, releases today.
And it's not about a Jedi named Dawn.
No, nor is it about the Weather Channel, no. Star Wars Darth Vader and the Ghost Prison, issue 2, Don't Mess with the Man in Black.
The Ghost Life.
Yo. And my last indie, not for kids, Cross Badlands, issue 8, Cross continues. Hyper-violent, not much more I could say. Hyper-violent. Oh, there's a nice little walking around with the chainsaw on the severed head.
Not for kids.
Not for kids. I'm not sure it's for me.
Speaking of not for kids, I have issue number 3 by Garth Ennis of The Shadow.
Shadow.
I have Saga number 4.
Four.
Number
Yep.
4.
I actually spelled
We
it
get
out,
some-
so
we
it's
get
harder
some-
to see.
Yeah, we get some backstory. Speaking of origins of villains, we have Merciless, The Rise of Ming.
Bing, baby.
And if you're watching HBO, if you pay for it, if you don't, True Blood is back. The ongoing series from IDW, we have issue 2.
Issue 2, yep, new ongoing series.
Awesome,
Nice.
awesome, awesome.
All right.
I also have Ghostbusters Haunted America Part 2
Woohoo.
from IDW if you're following that. Re-rated crossover.
We'll tell you what a good
Which one?
transition book. Sure, absolutely. From Vertigo, we'll
Yeah.
transit over to DC. You got John Constantine Hellblazer. This is issue number 292. So Hellblazer, which of course is actually DC Comics.
Right. Also from Vertigo,
Yep.
I have Fables 118, continuing Cubs in Toyland, chapter
Swear.
5. 2 of Bigby Wolf's cubs are stuck somewhere with toys that had really awful lives. So it's just one of those fantastic books that you kind of are like, wow, I maybe could have done better not reading that, but then I'm glad I did. I love Fables. It's awesome.
Well, we're talking about DC books that kids should not be
Yeah,
reading.
no kids. Not kids.
Wow. Before Watchmen, Comedian number 1, Brian Azzarella and J.G. Jones. Can never get that right.
E-I-E-I-O.
I think this might be the book that people were afraid of when they heard about Before Watchmen. This is everything you expect to get from the comedian. You get violence, you get history. It's set in the Kennedy administration. You've got Sam Giancana, lots of real-life guest stars, and lots of violence. I think this is either going to go over really well or not at all.
Spark
But
some
I mean,
discussion,
but it's
possibly.
Brian Azzarella, so it's really hard-edged. It was a good read.
All right.
We'll see where it goes.
Speaking of Brian Azzarella,
Speaking of Brian Azzarella, I have Wonder Woman number 10, the wedding of the century. Well, not the wedding of the century. We've got another wedding this
that's
week.
right here.
We see how that works out.
Over there.
I'm really kind of digging the new Wonder Woman. It's not quite Wonder Woman, but it is excellent storytelling. Great art, great story. And then I've got DC Universe Presents number 10, Savage. Wow, Vandal Savage and daughter. It's kind of like a Silence of the Lambs type deal. They bring him out of prison to go catch a serial killer. Very intense. James Robinson rocking the house.
Awesome.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Once you hit some of yours, you got
I
a
have a
stack
lot
here.
of
Yeah, go for it.
She's got all the good ones.
I have all the good ones. I was here first. Okay, so let's see. From the world of the New 52, we have Supergirl. This one's a little bit of a head trip. She's trapped in the world of Black Banshee, and we get a little more of her backstory in the New 52.
Black Banshee is the father of Silver Banshee?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Glenn.
Sure.
Yes, he is. I've actually been reading that. Blue Beetle number 10, in the clutches of Mr. Bones.
Ooh,
He's,
DEO.
yes, he
Yeah.
actually goes to the DEO for looking for a mentor or some help or something, and they capture him like, hey, you're an alien, why are you invading us? And he's like, no. So there's a little bit of misunderstanding, but we also look back into his own personal life and see what's going on. It's a good story.
The only thing missing are little figures as you did the voices. That was nice.
No. We could do that. Birds of Prey number 10. Something happened to Poison Ivy, and to make her all better, they have to take her to her own version of a Lazarus pit, which is a big pot of the green
Potting
or
soil?
something about the green somewhere in the Amazon forest. So anyway, they're taking her to get better
Home Depot.
in that one. The garden center.
Yeah.
Nightwing number 10. Now that Night of Owls is over, he's back to trying to figure out who's been trying to frame him for some grisly murders in Gotham. And Captain Atom number 10. Everything so far has been leading to this. It seems like this is the big cosmic battle with all the big cosmic forces and big things happen in that one. It's very cool. Okay, save this one for New 52. Red Hood and the Outlaws. I haven't been reading this one because it was kind of like, really? Come on, guys. But
Are you me this
I
morning?
read this one. Okay, but I read this one and I liked this one.
Can't take her anywhere.
This is getting back to the Corey that I know and love.
This is a
from
redemption
forever.
for the Starfire character.
She's a real person, or she's a real character now. She's not just like, oh, I have sex with things because I'm an alien and I just don't care. This is actually a character, and she's going back to Tamarand, and it's pretty cool. It's awesome. I liked that one. Now, not New 52, but this is Batman Beyond Unlimited. This continues to be really awesome.
Good
It's
read,
usually
yeah.
2 stories inside. The second story is part 2 of Warhawk's backstory, and
Excellent.
that's a good read.
Nice. So we've
Go
also
ahead.
got.
Go ahead.
Yep. Oh, he's gonna grab it. So also for the New 52, you've got Batwoman number 10.
Woohoo!
Continues to be a visually stunning comic.
Still in the midst of a supernatural case, correct?
Yes, that is correct. And then
Awesome.
Catwoman number 10. Again, we took a little breather there, but we're back. Things are rough for her. She's having a bad day.
Is it still her first bad day? Or
No,
we
it's
have
like
a different
it's like a bad weekend. So
Well,
she's,
now I think it's a bad relationship, right? I mean, things with Spark are going sour?
well, a little bit of that, but more about you learn more about the New 52 Catwoman here and about her when she was a child and the things that kind of made her Catwoman in this book.
Good.
I've been reading some of the older issues. It's really kind of cool how she's very cat-like in personality almost. Like she's adrenaline charged.
Yes.
If it's exciting, she does it. And she doesn't care about circumstances.
And then it kind of makes sense that she'd become a cat woman instead of some other animal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Although later on, I wonder if it'll become Cat Lady when she's older and will be in the house and all that. And a really good read this week.
Like a jigger.
That's you've got Green Lantern Corps, issue number 10.
Guilty.
Guilty. The verdict has been passed down. He's guilty. So now we're going to see what happens, and that's, I'm not giving anything away. That's the first panel. You open it up, and the little blue guy's telling him he's guilty, and we'll see
Well, it's
where
on
it
the
goes.
cover.
It's on the cover,
Yeah.
so I'm not giving anything away. So he is guilty. So check that out
Guilty.
this week. All right, so we've got some Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the other wedding of the century,
Open
the wedding
with
of
the
the
big
week.
Marvel. That's right.
We have Astonishing X-Men 51.
That's astonishing.
Gatefold cover.
Beautiful
Oh,
cover.
Everybody's
Yeah.
there. Starts off a little dark, but then it gets very romantic, and it's very cool. The wedding of North Star and his boyfriend Kyle. Obviously, he does say yes because they're getting married. And I've decided if I ever get married again, gotta get Iceman to come to the wedding.
Nice.
Beautiful ice sculptures, and I'm assuming they're free. Do we want to dive into the other X books?
He knows it's not real, right? Yes. Go
Do
for it.
you know how expensive an ice sculpture is?
Yeah.
I can fantasize.
I mean, they see
I
my
have-
all the time.
Okay, they didn't let me leave it out of my wedding package.
Wow.
I wanted to save the money on that.
That's because we live here and not in the 616. I have AVX Round 6. If you've been reading, you know what happened. We expected the Phoenix Force to come to Earth, take over Hope. did not happen.
No.
It didn't even take over Scarlet Witch. It went elsewhere. It went to Cyclops, White, Queen, Colossus, Namor, and I'm missing one.
Who else is on the cover?
Well, it's not Magic.
Juggernaut. Yeah.
They are all Phoenix.
So like separated into 4 different people.
They all have the power to bend reality.
Dun, dun, dun.
And they're doing their thing. They're
And
doing
they're
their
all crazy.
thing, and a cadre of Avengers try to stop them in the new Utopia.
Right.
I'm not sure where this is going now.
No, I'm not sure either. Although I'm a little upset. I mean, that you get this power of cosmic awareness. You can bend reality. And first thing you do is you change your costume. All right, whatever.
Well,
Priorities.
it does that. You know, it did it to Marvel Girl way back in the beginning.
Right.
So it's a little bit of a fashion cosmic force.
Gotcha.
Phoenix
gotcha.
is a little bit of
It's
fashion.
Tim
Yeah.
Gunn's cosmic force.
Right.
The thing is, it's not the only Phoenix Force out there. There's a few, apparently. One is attacking the Kree homeworld. And that group of Avengers that were out there trying to stop it in space, that got their butts handed to them, they're defending and or attacking the Kree, being defended by the original Captain Marvel. Some interesting twists in Secret Avengers. Now we've got Avengers Academy number 32. That continues against the Sentinels with the AVX going on. And then there's also New Avengers 27, which is Iron Fist and Spider-Man versus Phoenix. That's a
Which
nice
Phoenix
battle.
is this though? Is this?
Oh,
Hope?
they're everywhere.
Okay, some other Phoenix then. 'Cause that's-
Another manifestation on Earth.
Yep.
Okay.
They're everywhere.
Well,
What do you got on your side?
You've got some Uncanny X-Men that crosses over with Avengers versus X-Men. You've got one of the big baddies, Sinister, his take on what's going on and how he gets involved. Pretty freakish. Big reveal on the last page. Some interesting stuff going on here. But Sinister, if you're an X-Men fan, Sinister as a villain is trouble.
Yes. He's deeply enmeshed in that, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And it just gets worse. Got some X-Books flying around this week.
You got the Honey Badger X-Books.
The Honey Badger X-Books.
AVX, we don't care.
Oh, because they're not playing well with the AVX. They're
not.
just keeping away.
Yeah, they're not in there. So you got X Factor 238.
X-Factor don't care.
Careful, we might have to pay them.
I know.
Who's that?
8 people. So X Factor 238, Peter David, his run continues. This one's a lot of fun. New Mutants, Fear the Future, Part 1 of 3. It's a New Mutants Defenders crossover. Yeah, and it's pretty well written. Like, it's a lot of fun. Definitely.
Who's the writer there?
Abnett
Abnett?
and Lanning.
Ah,
Yeah,
awesome.
it's very cool. So it's very well done. It's a lot of fun. And just like any good Defender story, there's a kitchen scene, which is excellent. There you go. See, now I just keep things as a surprise to Glenn. Let's see, we got Venom issue 19. It's part of the Savage 6 Part 2. Folks following Venom. You've got Winter Soldier issue 7, Ed Brubaker. Long Way Down Part 4, kind of rebuilding the Invincible Iron Man yet again. So this is Matt Fraction on Invincible Iron Man, 519.
What more do you need? Matt Fraction, Iron Man. Sells itself.
It does, it does. I was surprised to see this in my pile. Usually Glenn takes this. Journey into Mystery, 640. Kid Loki at it again.
Lil Loki.
Little Loki, what a scamp. You got Wolverine, 308, bursting out of her brain. 'Cause we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, what else can we have burst out?
Break it.
Every time he gets drunk, he wakes up somewhere different.
He does. The Punisher, issue 12, Rucka. This looks really good. Looks like just classic, gritty, dark Punisher.
So it's not
Punisher in space.
Frankencastle or
No,
Punisher in space.
wacky, uber Punisher.
Punisher, the Defender, the Avenger, the Ex-Punisher.
Gesundheit. And you've got Parker on the Hulk. This is Mayan Rule Part 2. It's the big summer event. You got the Red Hulk.
I would be watching Hulk this summer, because rumor is we're only going to have one book at the end of the summer. Is that correct?
That's the rumor, anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of Marvel, I've also got Avenging Spider-Man number 8. Supposedly, this is the epilogue to Ends of the Earth.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. Dark Avengers 176. Used to be Thunderbolts. We find out what's happening to the Thunderbolts now that there is a Dark Avengers. And I've got Mark Waid, Daredevil. Still got the Omega Drive. Everyone else wants it.
All right. Awesome. I have a bunch of things for kids this week. For your older kids and those of you who love The Simpsons anyway, we've got Simpsons comics. for just about everybody else, we've got Adventure Time #5. Tons of awesomeness. And let's see, this is the Avengers from your TV into your hands, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers #3. Yep. Young
Yay.
Justice #17, not for the little ones, slightly older. And Snarked #9 continues to be really awesome. It's very fun. And a Fraggle Rock Classics from Archaea, for those of you who love Fraggle Rock.
Well, speaking of awesome, Zodiac's in here.
So let's look at toys real quick. You got the Avengers movie Iron Man came out this week. What do you got over there, Glenn?
I have Justice League
Just the
Batman.
Batman.
It's the underwearless Batman.
Nice. No panty line.
I gotta look at
Yes.
that.
I have a wonderful board game, Doctor Who, Battle to Save the Universe.
Yeah, there's actually 2 Doctor Who board games that you can get your hands on this week.
Awesome.
Also in trade, you've got Sonic the Hedgehog, The Archives, Volume 18. Hellblazer, The Fear Machine, which is the 3rd volume in the Hellblazer trades. The New 52, Static Shock, in trade. This is excellent. The Rebirth of Thanos, Silver Surfer. What this actually is how he collects all the Infinity Stones to pull it all together for the Infinity Gauntlet. When you read the Infinity Gauntlet, the next trade, he already has it. This is how he goes out and defeats all the incarnations of immortality in the Marvel Universe to collect all the stones, which is pretty cool.
It's a shopping expedition.
It is. It is. And you've got DC Comics First Wave. This came out before the New 52. It's a different take, a different universe. You've got the Spirit. You've got a different kind of Batman, and you've got Doc Savage in there as well. So that's pretty cool, all self-contained. And Volume 1 of the new collection of Angel and Faith from the Buffy universe.
Nice.
Gosh, and there's still so much. Tell you what, check our website. You got more? You got more?
I got
two
Godzilla
more.
Legends,
Real quick.
Solo Stories of Some of the Monsters, and Frankenstein, Angel of the Shade. This is Volume 1 of the New 52. Jeff Lemire, my favorite writer.
Nice. There's still more. So tell you what, check out our website, allthingsfun.net, for more, and we will see you next time on the All Things Fun Vidcast.